Hey, good day, everybody. This is Dennis Wilborn, Papa D. It's the 25th, and it's time for Proverbs 25. Again, just a reminder, if you are not a subscriber to Papa D's YouTube channel, just hit that red subscribe button, and also you can join us on Instagram. Hang with me till the end of today's session. I'm going to give you a couple of points, maybe a couple of suggestions on how you can invite more of the Spirit's strength into your life, and we'll get to that towards the end. So Proverbs 25. Proverbs 25. If I were to label it, it would be kind of like a question. Of the issues and problems in my life, am I is it because of me? Am I the problem? Or you could say, you could be the problem. Without a doubt. We move into Proverbs 25, and what's happening here is a slight transition because the Proverbs from here all the way through the end, Proverbs 31, which you want to hang on for Proverbs 31, because that's where you talk about a Proverbs 31 woman and what their qualities and characteristics are, and that's always a great thing. I may invite Michelle to do that one with me. We'll see. I don't know if I should say that or not because I haven't invited her yet. But this section of Proverbs, it was written by Solomon, but transcribed by the men of King Hezekiah. You can tell in the structure that Solomon may be moving into the later stages or the later parts of his life, but he still gives us really ample just wonderful words of insight, and again, helping us to establish our life boundary system. And so the issues that we look at today, a couple of nuggets that I bring away, is it says here, do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place amongst the great men. In other words, don't name your own honor. It is better for him to say to you, hey, come up here, than have him to humiliate you before a nobleman. In other words, that seat was reserved for this guy over here, and they send you back to the back of the room. That goes into other areas of the Bible that talks about that kind of stuff. Also, then it goes on to say, if you find honey, eat just enough. Too much of it, and you will vomit. And so, seldom set your foot in your neighbor's house. Too much of you, and he will hate you. Which reminds me of a real quick story of a young lady who was all the time at her next door neighbor's house. And she couldn't understand why her next door neighbor just didn't want to have anything to do with her. Well, it was too much of her. And then the rest of the verses goes on to, in the very last part, the next to last verse, it says, it is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it honorable to seek one's own honor. So it kind of wraps it up and puts a bow around it towards the end. Those two arenas, too much of a good thing and seeking to, toot your own horn, not really a good thing. So those establish some other boundaries in life. And the two verses I promised you. One, I do declarations, and I basically believe that God, Christ has authority over everything on the earth, and basically as a member of His family, He grants us some similar type of authority. So I pray out loud declarations and proclamations every day. A couple of them that I pray is, greater is He that is in me than he is in the world. That's a reference to 1 John 4:4. And then secondly, I have the mind of Christ. Nothing can defeat me now is another thing that I pray to myself. And that refers to 1 Corinthians 2:16, where Paul goes on and says, the spiritual man makes judgments about all things, but he himself is not subject to any man's judgment. But we have the mind of Christ. So if you'd like to get a copy of my declarations that you could possibly start speaking into your own life, email me at papa.dww1@gmail.com. I'll get them to you. Until later, tomorrow's the 26th. God bless. Aloha.